Hello, thank you for joining us in our segment Having Coffee with the Yakima Health District, where we invite community partners to share more about the resources they have for the community. Today we have Mario Vela, detective at the Yakima Police Department, joining us today.
And thank you for having me. Like you said, I work with the Yakima Police Department. I'm a detective in the Special Assault Unit. I currently do domestic violence incidents.
Thank you for joining us. We do want to use this segment to raise awareness on safely storing our firearms. Can you begin to share with us what firearm injuries are and what are the different types?
Right, so yeah, there's a variety of different types of way you can harm yourself with a firearm. There's one that's intentionally, where you're trying to harm yourself or you're trying to harm others. There's unintentional, where the firearm is stored, like, for example, in your waistband, and it's not secured, and then the firearm goes off, causing an infliction in your leg. The other one is interpersonal violence, where it's used to commit a crime against somebody. So those are the different varieties that firearms can be used.
Okay. Thank you for sharing those with us. And I do want to take a moment to share a little bit more about some statistics. So 1 in 3 homes in the United States with children have a firearm. So it is important to safely store firearms to prevent children from accessing these. Additionally, another one I'd like to share is that in Washington State, 72% of firearm-related deaths between 2019 and 2021 were due to suicide. So again, emphasizing the importance of safely securing these firearms to prevent others from accessing them, especially during a crisis. And one thing in Yakima County that I'd like to share is that in 2020, in African American and multi-race individuals, they were more likely to store their firearms unloaded and locked. So we hope with raising awareness, we'll continue promoting these safe practices across all different communities. And Detective Vela, how can firearm injuries be prevented?
Sure. So obviously there's a variety of different ways that we can prevent firearms from being accessed by children, like, for example. One is to have a gun lock on your firearm. Those are very inexpensive and can be found in any local store here in Yakima. Another one is to have a gun safe. Those are especially beneficial because you can store your firearm inside the safe, and it requires a PIN code to enter, or sometimes they do with your finger index. And those are sometimes on sale as well, and help prevent firearms from being let out. So.
Thank you. And I know there's going to be an event happening. Can you tell us a little bit more about that event?
Yeah, so pretty cool event happening in Yakima this Saturday, the 25th of May, at 1 o'clock at Coastal Farm and Ranch. They will be offering gun locks and gun boxes, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So that's a pretty cool feature that is going to be presented here in Yakima. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, so it'll be an event here in Yakima at Coastal Farm Ranch from 10 to 1, and yes, there will be free lock boxes as well as trigger locks for the community members, and there will also be training on how to utilize these devices. So a great resource for the community and addressing firearm safety. Are there other resources you'd like to share with the community? Yeah,
so there's a variety of different organizations in town. For example, the Range, they offer different classes that teach firearm safety. So I think just having the awareness and being able to access that is very important.
Thank you for sharing those resources with us today. And thank you for being here. We are wanting to raise awareness on firearm safety and securely storing your firearms. In Washington State, we have been seeing an increase in suicide attempts. So being able to safely store firearms can prevent others from accessing them, especially during crisis. And there is also help available, calling the 988 if you ever need any help with assistance. And thank you for being here.
Thank you. And again, you can always call 911 as well if there's anybody in crisis, and we're always available.